if I still have the same old beliefs, limiting beliefs about money, then I'm just gonna find new ways of sabotage.
This is overwhelming me.
Yeah.
The new you.
Yeah.
There could be something in the way of blocking me reaching my vision. So I'm like, what is it that I don't want? What is the anti-vision? I have money, how can I invest the money? As in, people are focused just on their mindset and not being embodied. Like, they don't feel confident. They have loads of money and they're not confident. Because they don't feel so good on the outside. So it's both. You need to work on yourself, on your embodiment, your body, mind, like what the food that you put in, the exercises, what you wear. How does it make you feel? It's all about how it makes you feel. And the mindset is obviously part of that. But mind, body, soul.
Integration, right?
Integration.
Yeah, it's one thing. It's like when we do a healing session and then you just learn something about yourself, like, and then you have that moment of insight, right? You're like, oh, I get it. I understand it now. But it's worth nothing if you don't embody it, if you don't bring it to, implement it in your practices, like reality. In your daily life. Yeah. I understand what you say. Yeah, like, for example,
it's practicing, isn't it? If you can't feel confident, and you know the tools, you have all the tools to feel confident, you've hired a coach, you've done a course, you've even had a physical transformation, and you haven't integrated the new you in your new body, so you're still feeling like your old self. So you need to anchor in your new self, like,
otherwise it's not sustainable, right? Then if you lose weight, then you just pick up weight again if your mind hasn't shifted.
Because the body thinks that it will go back to the old, it has fears that it will relapse or go back to the old self. So you need to anchor in your new version.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. So I did this work with hypnosis on financial abundance, and in a month I tripled my salary. So I did that, but then that was amazing, right? Like, the big
Tell me the secret.
I will share. But what happens is that at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if I do that, because if I still have the same old beliefs, limiting beliefs about money, then I'm just gonna find new ways of sabotage my new wage, which is like huge compared to my old one, you know? So I'm just finding myself like spending money spontaneously and like just losing a lot of money for no reason, because it hasn't shifted permanently.
It's what they say is like, if you win too much money at once, let's say you win the lottery.
Exactly.
The lottery winners usually lose the money because they can't hold that frequency of keeping the money.
Exactly.
They're used to not having it. So their new version hasn't developed a new behaviors and habits to hold that frequency of the money. Should I invest it? Should I...
You're just gonna spend it, right? You're just gonna be like, okay, now I have it, but then you're not.
It's just overwhelming me. The new you.
Yeah, it is. It's for sure. It feels like a big leap, and then you just feel like, oh my god, am I gonna fall now? You know. But yeah, it does make a lot of sense. So for this, I think being aware of your limiting beliefs or your thoughts, like, your thoughts are a great way to like put your finger on what's not right, you know? Like, for me, I'm like sometimes thinking about, oh damn, I'm spending money for nothing again, and you know, those are symptoms of what it is that I haven't changed within me, right? So looking at thoughts is a good way to go, at least to start the work. Of course, there's a lot to do. How do you feel about that? How do you go about that?
And which topic?
On how to, you know, find out what are the things that you need to shift and then implement in your daily life to really sustain that energy. Maybe you can take an example.
Let's say I'm working towards a vision. There's always there could be something in the way of blocking me reaching my vision. So I'm like, what is it that I don't want? What is the anti-vision? What are the things that I really don't want in my life? And like, how can I move from the pendulum from this side to the other side? And like, what do I need to remove in my life that is blocking me from my laser focused, let's say, goals? Making it really like cutthroat. But this is how I make it fast and painless. And you have to kind of quantum jump as well. Like,
Okay, so then you look at the small obstacles and you see why there are obstacles, and then implement small actions to like get over them?
I think I take the big leaps now.
Okay,
I
you just
I
go
just like strip off the plaster and be like, that's going. I get rid of it. Yeah, I
like
actually
that.
start to, if there's things in my house that the energy isn't right and I'm feeling like the feng shui isn't moving, I'm like, there's something that needs to go, and I donate whatever I need to donate from my home so that the energy flows. Clothes,
Yeah.
material possessions.
Mm-hmm.
For example, if that's the block.
Yeah. So that's one
Yeah.
thing, like that's very practical
Yeah.
thing you can do at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's radical because you're not used to doing it,
Yeah.
but it's still very concrete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, like, if there's people that I'm surrounded with and I know they're not aligned with who I want to become, that for me is critical now, because I need to become that best version of myself, and I need people who are aligned with that frequency.
Yeah.
So I'm very hyper aware of who I let into my aura, my boundary, even if it's just casual conversations.
I like that.
I don't.
If you take the money conversation again to the table, then that would be like, stop hanging out with people that you know that spend a lot of money without thinking, that have bad money habits.
Yeah,
that's part of it. That's one concrete action.
You see, those people are spending money.
Yeah.
Whereas we want to be surrounded by the people who think, I have money, how can I invest the money?
How can I grow the money? How can I make it
how can I
multiply?
Create impact with the money?
Exactly. I like that. Right? Yeah. That's interesting. So not just thinking about how to throw away the energy, or just like, but really
the money.
How to multiply, how to use that as a means to something bigger.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
So it's okay. So we talked about like small habits. We talked about relationships, thoughts. So all those things that we have to look at to really sustain a new version of us.
And that it's mind, body, and soul. Like, your mind gives you the ideas, the downloads, the channeling. Then you've got to take action, but intentional action, to be able to become that version who has what you need in your life, like the wealth, the vision, the business. It's all got to be
the relationship.
In sync.
You guys, how do you like this topic? Let us know in the comments. Let us know if you want to know more. We can go deeper into this. Just let us know.